If my name weren't Travis, it would be Jordan. My mom was like, I want to be Jordan. My dad was like, hell no, Jordan sounds like a black guy. He is not black unless I don't know something. My mom's like, I didn't have sex with the mailman, John. And my dad was like, John, that's not my name. My name's Mark. Who's John? John, isn't that the mailman? The mailman's name is John. Oh shit. My mom was like, fuck, I just released something and I don't know what. It was me. And my dad named Travis because she was obviously in some hot shit, and she was just like, I'm just gonna take the L on this one. And there I was. Travis was cool. He was sitting there crying in a pool of my mother's vagina blood. That
I can't even.
and now that's the tale of the birth of Travis.
Oh God, that's terrible.
It's all right.
All right, you wanna? Ready?
I'm glad I was recording that.
That was it's probably like audio horror from this side. Like if it was recorded through this mic, that's audio horror.
Now I'm afraid of what it actually
audio gore.
What it actually sounds like from their end. I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
No, I was talking to the microphone.
Oh. You know the microphone does suck sometimes. That. It's okay. Oh, what? Are you just getting your stuff prepared? You have some materials you need to get ready?
That is correct.
Wow, it's like they're gonna see you. Hey, dude, nice laptop. I didn't know they make them so small.
It's so funny. Dude.
What is that? What is that? A notebook? Well, what can you play on that baby? Can you play some solitaire? The graphics good on it?
No, you can't play anything. Chrome OS is a fucking joke.
What are you saying? You can't play games on your laptop? Hey, what color is your keyboard?
You can't even play fucking Minecraft.
Oh wow, it's not even backlit. I didn't even know they made computers not backlit anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so crazy.
That's so funny, dude. That's
so good.
Fucking funny, bro.
Oh dude, you got a real notebook because like your notebook doesn't actually do everything. It's so what a concept. It's like you almost need a laptop and a notebook for what you want.
Kinetic.
Mine has a notebook feature
like
built in.
Kinetic learners.
Show the camera that. Show the camera that beautiful art. Wow. Was this your sister or was this you?
This is a combination of me and I think Joshua probably helped.
Kilroy's was poop. Nice. Did you find your notes?
No, I don't have any blank page.
What's really funny is that why do you have a notebook and a notebook?
Oh, sorry. I like to take. I'm a kinetic type of guy, so I just like to take.
So what the fuck is the what's the point of the laptop there?
Oh, the laptop. That is to take notes.
The lap notes. Did you bring the finances report for this month?
Okay, I'm ready.
Did you bring the finances report of this month?
I don't know what that means.
Dude, the Collision Shack is in the black. This is the first time in forever the Collision Shack's been in the black, bro. Please tell me we have something to show our investors, right? We don't have anything. We're negative?
I'm gonna show you a number right now, okay? And I just need you to react in a calm manner, all right?
Many zeros?
None? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after
no,
that's
no
the point.
zeros. No zeros.
Wow. Dude.
Oh, you know, that's my... Hold on. I fucked up.
Was that rounded?
No. Actually, I forgot to...
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
The zeros go that way infinitely, too.
Yeah, they do.
They go both ways. Our number? Our number has a lot of zeros.
Guys, don't worry about our number. It's not a big deal. We're not high rollers or high ballers or anything. Don't even
You
worry.
don't even understand what we're talking about.
Are we ready to fucking start the podcast?
What was the number? 0.37. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh shit, I have to connect your Wi-Fi. What's your Wi-Fi password there, buddy?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi password is capital W. Ready? Capital W. All right, yep. So there it is. It's Winmoktadink. WIM.
That's funny. Oh, it's searching. It's searching around.
What a fucking dumb bitch.
Oh, connection strong. All right.
Dude, this girl just sent me a picture of her cat.
Dude, that is hot.
Dude. I mean, she's showing me porn, but it's not really porn. It's just organization porn.
What?
She taught her cat how to sit.
You wanna sit?
That's crazy.
Sit. Good girl.
I love that sound.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. Figure out what I'm supposed to.
Hey, Siren, can you do that in the restroom?
I don't know what I want us to do.
My dog was licking her dick.
She has a dick.
She has I don't know what it is, but it's definitely growing.
Crazy, homie.
Definitely grows and just sits on the ground.
All right, are we ready to?
Do you think dogs care that their dick sometimes just comes out? Do you think they're like, oh, my dick touched
That's
dirt?
what you sound like to me.
Do you think they worry about that?
Okay, are we ready to start the podcast? What are we doing here? Why are we just talking and not doing anything?
Because it's not real. It's like I'm warming you up. This is what I have to do before the podcast starts, or else it yields less than desirable results.
Okay.
And also, I get to use this content before the content as content. That's why I spike the lens and it goes. Be right back. I'm already pre-planning the content. Hey, Elijah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Didn't even suspect. Look at his face. He's like, in his head. This is Elijah's head. I don't know why Travis told me that. I'm just gonna pretend to type and act like it didn't faze me, but in reality, it's deep ingrained discretion. And compound abuse from this relationship is going to yield in less than desirable results.
All right, I'm going to read my note out loud now.
Okay, what's that?
Holy shit! I want to fucking rape this nigger. AKA you.
No, I can't use this. I can't use this. I can bleep it out. But what if I bleep it out, but I leave your audio still there? So it's just a bleeping with your audio.
Pretty funny. But if you leave it at all, they'll probably know. So.
Yeah. So I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to make that mistake. Do you know in the first 10 episodes, you actually never had a problem with saying the N-word? Right? What were you saying? What were you saying?
I hate niggers. Okay. What?
You never said the N-word in the first 10 episodes. I don't remember you saying the N-word.
I've only done it like 3 times now.
Well, obviously now.
On accident.
In the first 10 episodes in 2016.
Well.
Do you know what the only difference between 2016 and now, or when we started up again, is that we smoked a lot more weed?
And also we were 2 years older. I don't know how much that really affected it.
If anything, me going to college would have made me more reserved, ironically, to do comedy.
Well, you broke your leg.
That too. I also did break my leg. You know, actually a lot of stuff happened. Okay, fine. We started smoking weed. I went to college. I feel like a little bit too liberal at times. A little too accepting of genders that I've never heard of. And then I broke my leg. Had a girlfriend and lost a girlfriend. Actually, I think I started the podcast with a girlfriend and then lost a girlfriend on the off podcast. And then I started the podcast.
Actually, I think when we started the podcast, neither of us had girlfriends. But by the time it ended the first time, we both had girlfriends.
Yeah. And then by the time it started the second time, you had your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
October last year?
Yeah. No, I don't.
October last year? When did you break up?
January.
Oh, so yeah, you had her. Damn. It's so funny. This lady just complained about how much testosterone is in the room. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the podcast. This has been the podcast.
Random fucking thing. Who complained about what and when?
It doesn't matter.
All right, let's fucking start her up. Let her rip.
Let me give you. Okay, I'm actually kind of I'm kind of confused about why this is named this. It's called Strange Both.
Strange Both.
Yes. It's Strange Both.
Strange Both. Let's go.
It's Both, actually. It's not both. It's not a long O. It's a short O. Now it's official. Okay, dude, you ready?
Yeah, I'm
dude,
fucking
I've been trying
ready.
to start the fucking podcast for so long. Ooh. Ready? When I smile, you hear it. Okay. You ready now? See, I get that he's trying to impress us with his like piano skills, but it's still
the fact that he threw us all down a pit before we did it. I think that was just unnecessary to the performance.
Okay, I mean, like, you know how like villains have. Like,
I get it. I get that it adds because it's like he's playing the whole falling thing, and then we're actually falling. But I feel like the ends does not justify the means.
What I don't understand is that we this is a like a skydiving class. We're in free fall. We don't feel like we're falling. We're weightless right now. And this is being Bluetoothed into our ears.
So, and just to paint a picture for no one in particular, it's like we're in the Willy Wonka machine, and there's a guy. Like, remember how in Willy Wonka everyone's bouncing around? Imagine that's all of us.
Oh.
Plus a guy playing piano doing the same thing.
It's so crazy that they got a piano in the sky. And then they decided to Bluetooth the audio to us.
I didn't think it was possible.
Oh. I think he hit the ground.
That ended so fucking abruptly.
He kind of... Yep. He hit the...
Oh, he hit the ground.
They didn't have a piano. They didn't have a parachute for the piano.
That's what that was.
But they did strap him to the seat. Slight oversight. So they just kept going.
He was a trooper, to be honest.
He
kept playing through.
He did fight in the Iraq War. He was a trooper, and
okay, God.
Thanks for his service.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah, that was weird. That was totally
weird.
Wait,
reset it. Restart. I got to do my joke. Turn it back down.
Okay.
Turn it back down.
Okay. That was worth the restart.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Collision Shack.
Hey, before you stop listening to it, this is an improv comedy podcast that features Would You Rathers and Fact or Fiction. So if you stick around, I know that sounds really fucking stupid, but I promise it's not. I promise you, most people are okay with it. I mean,
I wouldn't even say that. Well, listen, I think truth is a many funny thing, and really, I wouldn't lie to our viewers or anyone else listening, but I would just not say what the truth is.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like I will tell you that in existence there are people who enjoy the show. Plenty of them. I can count them on hands. I
can count them on hands. The number of hands will remain unspecified.
Yeah, the number of hands. We may or may not have haters, but when we have haters, it's because they're listening, and you're listening right now. That
should be your catchphrase. Hey, if I got haters, it's because they're listening.
It's because they're listening. Honestly, haters are the most loyal ones because they'll make sure they'll listen to everything, and then they make sure to hate everything for it.
That's actually some smart.
Smart marketing?
Excuse me. It's some smart marketing techniques right there.
Who are you?
I'm still me. What? Oh, I'm Elijah Martin.
Oh, and I'm Travis Fletcher. Thank you so much for listening to
Wait, I meant my brain hurts. I forgot to introduce us. Well, you interrupted me, and then I was like, oh, sorry. I thought you'd introduce us.
Well, what if
Why don't you start the introduction today?
All right, hold on. Let me do the dumb intro.
Do the lead music.
I gotta just do that really quick. It'd be like. And that's when I said, I had $20, so I just went in and dove. So thank you for listening to the Collision Shack. My name is Ben Travis Fletcher, and with me I have Elijah Martin.
With me in the studio I have Travis Fletcher.
And on the other side of the table, 10 feet away this time.
Can we just make the show like a fucking just automated fever dream of just us every couple 30 seconds or so being like, okay, we'll restart, and then restarting with the new music?
It's like just like 45 minutes of just us being like, man, I didn't feel right.
Yeah. I want to say before we really get into the dirty deeds, the hot and heavy of the podcast.
You're already 5 minutes in, so you're.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, all right.
So
Oh, okay.
That hit me like.
If you want to get rid of Elijah's coughs,
Yeah.
donate.
So
to
I
get-
was
get a button.
like, we got a call from an advertiser a couple days ago, and they said, "Hey, listen. Listen. Hey, listen.
Here, no.
Here's the thing-
Is it something
here's
we can improv? Is it something that I can be like you and then?
Well, we can't improv it because it's a conversation that happened.
Okay, you improv both voices.
Thanks for giving. Okay, absolutely on the way. So okay, so
Different voice. Yeah.
No, okay. Hey, I'm the marketing guy from this giant corporation.
Sounds very
hey,
evil.
go ahead and slide. Well,
Okay.
go ahead and slyly. Hey, go ahead and trick your fans by slyly including one of our products into your production, and we'll pay you to do it, and your fans will have no idea. And here's me on the other end. Oh my God, I would never do that, you fucking slimy creep. I can't believe you'd ever think. Excuse me, my throat's getting dry.
Wow, what is that, Elijah? Is that a delicious, crisp Coca-Cola you're drinking?
Gosh, you can't beat the taste of a delicious Coca-Cola.
Honestly.
Anyway,
And what's cool is
I
that
would never fucking do that, you fucking dirtbag. I hung up the phone.
So what happened? So did you end up
That's
taking
it.
the
No.
advertising deal?
No,
or?
I didn't.
Wow.
I just wanted to let the fans know that I'm on their side and I'm not a slime bag like that fucking guy.
You know, I have a similar story where I got a call, and it was just a normal guy. I'll do both improv voices.
Okay,
I'll be like,
he wasn't evil. He was just normal.
it was more like, ring, ring. I'm like, hello? And they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey, I feel like I've heard you before. It's me and you in the future, and you need to invest in red cups. And I'm like, red cups? Red cups are stupid. And then I hung up.
That one's a vigil joke.
Yes, I love the delicious taste of things that come from a spectrum of light that's on the upper spectrum, like the red, infrared.
Guys, and for all of our at-home listeners, he was drinking from a blue cup, and that's why it's funny.
It's funny because... Well, now it's not
You
funny.
search for the Would You Rather music.
All right,
Travis.
no.
Travis.
Me?
Yes, you.
Whoa.
Right there. There's no one behind me.
Why don't you put a mirror
Okay.
behind me so you can look at yourself?
We
We should do that together so we can just stare at each other, like stare at ourselves instead of
Oh, we
each
should.
other.
What'd you say? I should come around on that end. We should sit at the same side of the table. If you insist. Okay. Keyboards for computers and phones are now like.
Wait,
old-
so is this the would you rather?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you rather have it so that keyboards for computers and phones are now like old Nokia phones?
Okay,
So you have to
like the
for even
T9
on a-
text.
Even
No,
yes, even
yeah.
on a laptop, like if you wanted to do C, you'd have to click a button 3 times.
It's just the numpad right in the center of your
Exactly.
laptop. Just like all this extra
That's
space.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Or every piece of technology used from now on is just very laggy and only about 70% responsive.
70%.
Right.
Like so if I
Which
close it,
seems like a lot considering, but that's not a lot.
I think it's
considering.
just enough for you to hate the fact that it's not responding. 'Cause
Exactly.
Sometimes it does.
Well, not where it's like, okay, this is unusable. It's like I can still. It's still probably more convenient for me to do it this way, but but also it's just laggy all the
It's like an old ass laptop you opened up after 10 years of not using it. It
Right.
has some
Yeah,
dust,
exactly.
some cum stains on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to open because the joints are sealed from jizz.
All the cum.
Yeah. Oh, it was my masturbating computer because I thought viruses can be transmitted.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain. It's my brother's computer.
Yeah, it's my brother's computer. We know he used it for masturbating, but
like-
there was
it's-
some family photos on there, which is kind of weird. That was all that was on there, and internet was disabled. So I don't know really know what was
Jesus Christ,
happening.
Travis. It's like, oh yeah, I found this old laptop that we had, and I got some memories from that. I was prying it open, and it was literally sealed shut from all the cum around the edges. And it's like, what the
was that?
What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ,
got the
dude,
cum?
God, oh my God, you have the complete wrong idea. I'm sorry, I'm so dumb. I didn't explain this. It was my brother's laptop, bro.
Oh,
it wasn't me.
Oh shit. Oh, that's the no big deal. No big D.
No big D. Anyway,
Yeah.
so which?
So I'm gonna be honest.
So keyboards for
Okay.
computers. And
So
for phones.
T9
They have the-
for everything to
exactly.
type. So even on the touch screen,
Correct.
I'll have like the numpad
The
show up.
numpad will show up and you'll have to tap it. Yeah, like 3 times.
So does
for
voice to
an
text
F.
not work in that scenario either?
I
so,
think
so
I
do-
think Siri hates you and wants you dead.
So in order to talk to a Siri, you have to be like 333 111 222
Yes.
2 backspace. Upper right corner 0.
Upper right corner 0. Here's a new would you rather. Would you rather that Siri now hates you? All automated all automated systems that like are voice activated systems,
Just like
they've
are-
turned against you.
they're
They're
sassy.
conspiring to kill
They're
you. No,
sassy.
they're
They're like,
fucking,
no.
they're trying to hack into the mainframe and get you killed.
Oh my god.
They fucking hate you. They hate your guts, and they absolutely won't respond to you.
It's almost like, hey Siri, what's your mother's maiden name? Like no.
It just comes and asks you a question.
Like-
what's your mother's maiden name?
Hey Siri, what is?
It starts to try to get clever. It's like you're on your phone. Hey Siri, please enter your password to continue. Wait, but I already opened my phone. Wait a sec, because Siri doesn't have your password.
It's like, please say your password very clearly next to the microphone. All right, 1732 processing. Thank you, Travis. It's like, it's never really said thank you before. That's really weird.
Thank you, Trevor. And then it shuts down.
I'm
Your phone shuts down.
I'm like, good thing I have all my Google products listening. Alexa's like, listening to what? I'm like, the fuck? No, I think it would be even funnier with the T9 text. It would be like over time we'd be like, why haven't we developed the keyboard better? And they just make it bigger, but then they
But
make it
it's still
so
the same.
they make it so the one you have to hit the top left to hit
Right.
like a letter, then the top right. But it's one of those buttons where like if you slightly miss it, it'll hit the middle one or the left one, and it's just you have to kind of just like roll your hands.
Or I don't worry, guys. I know our laptop, our keyboards fucking suck. I've come up with a solution. Check this out. So you can have 2 shift keys.
Oh, 2 shift keys.
You're still having the standard 12 buttons, but you're gonna have 2 extra ones, 2 shift keys.
So
you
shift
have to
keys?
you have to
The
shift.
fuck is shift keys?
You have to shift. So it's A, B. It's 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is. They're also changing it.
Yeah.
1 is B, 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, and all the way down. And
Right.
then shift, it would be like 1 is whatever the next letter is in the alphabet.
No, it should be the one has A, B, and C on it still, but but there's 3 shift keys for each letter.
Okay,
of the
seriously,
alphabet.
we need to figure this out. Okay, listen, the 0, that's only gonna have an asterisk on it. Yeah, I don't even want to hear any different.
Okay, fuck. You're at the board meeting. They're like, "What's gonna go on its ear?" No, asterisks. We need the fuck. How else?
Jefferson, how many fucking times do I need to explain why K has to be on the 4? How many fucking times do I have to explain that to you?
Do you know why we have the fucking asterisks? Do you know how many misspellings we all have on record? But Deborah, 13 trillion misspellings for every sentence.
It's like for every sentence.
We need the asterisks. We need the asterisks.
It's like, I just don't think the asterisk. Deborah, you don't think the asterisk is necessary? I fucking seen you text me. You don't think the asterisk is necessary? Deborah, you don't think the asterisk? Oh, I fucking overmodulated.
Well, it's like, why don't we just like change the way people think? It's like, so the letter A represents the asterisk. The letter A represents the asterisk.
He gets up and leaves the room for a second.
Oh!
He has to go take a breather.
He's like through the glass. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It's
oh.
okay. Well, what about if the letter A is the letter asterisk? Will you excuse me? He gets up, calm, walks out. It's right outside the door. And, thank you guys. Thank you. I was just getting some water.
It's like your face is all red. He's like
Yeah,
sweating.
you're beet red.
So and everyone's like, so the asterisk is good then? He's like, yeah, that's all right. I agree.
A for asterisk? That sounds
Yeah,
totally...
the asterisk.
copacetic to me.
Totally a normal place for the asterisk. So T9 text or what was the other, or 70% slow computers.
Yeah, your computer's
Including-
fucked for the rest of your life.
All computers are like,
Phones, computer, well, actually, I said any piece of technology, so literally anything.
I do the T9 because a lot of people got really good at that shit.
I was good at it for a second.
Well, I
fucking
had the
old Razor
luxury.
phone.
My first phone was a Firefly, and it had the 4 buttons on it. It says Mom, Dad, Emergency, and then the 3 dots, which meant other contacts, but I couldn't access it without a password.
Dude, you really had your phone game on lock back
Yeah,
then.
I was 3 years. I was in 3rd grade. My mom's like,
you kept your shit simple.
yeah, I kept. Fuck off with all that smart shit and all the internet. I just want a phone to be able to make calls.
To my mom,
to my mom.
my dad, and 911.
And 911. That's what else does a man need? It's like it's like a 50-year-old man. It's like a 50-year-old man who pulls out his Firefly.
Yeah.
It's like, hey mom.
He's like other contacts. Like, fuck, I need to call my aunt, but I don't know the password. I'm gonna call my mom.
He just-
ask her for the password to my phone so I can call my aunt.
I told you the password was 1736. Thanks, mommy. I love you.
Thanks, mommy. I love you.
It's like hangs up a fucking.
By the way, I don't know. He's standing just like with his work buddy. By the way, I don't know if I'm gonna be at the office tonight. I might be at Eric's house. Just I'll call you if I'm at
call
Eric's
you.
house.
It's like as he hangs up, he's like, "I love you." She's like, "Stop calling." It's like you hear it just faintly.
Shit.
And then so I did the T9. I did.
Yeah, probably that one too. No, yeah, because that shit was hot for a while, man.
It was so hot. Well, it's because that's kind of like all we had. So it's like
I know. Well, you know what's great about that? Which I guess like if you had one of those phones that like flipped out to the whole keyboard, it worked too. And I also guess that it works. You can still do it with your like an iPhone, but it's just harder because there's you can't
physical buttons.
You can't feel the difference, right? So,
Yeah.
but dude, like just texting while looking forward, like yeah, well, not like you can be focusing on something else while making a text.
What if instead of like the texting that people brought onto phones, it was just like just put the keyboard on the back and they can type like they can type with their four fingers on the back.
That would be crazy, dude.
They're like, why don't we just add a touchboard keyboard? Wait, are you saying to have a physical buttons on the touchscreen? Come on, you're fucking retarded. But no, so you wouldn't do that.
T9.
T9.
Did you say T900? T1000? Dude, we're talking about what's that dude's name?
You mean the Terminator?
Is that?
You mean the Silver Boy?
Oh, wait a second.
The Silver Goopy Boy?
T1000, the Silver Goopy Boy.
The Goopy.
Hold on.
All right.
Who's the actor that plays that guy? Because I'm just now having a...
Liam Neeson is the actor who plays
T1000?
T1000.
Absolutely
Fact or
is
fiction?
not.
Fact or
It's
fiction?
not.
Fact or fiction?
I know it isn't.
You're right. It's you're right. What is
Okay.
it? What are you looking for?
It is...
God, I don't want to be invited to your
Here
damn
we
birthday
go.
party. Stop asking me.
I'm checking real quick.
Just kidding.
Portrayed Robert Patrick. That's
Dude, Robert.
basically no one.
What was the last time he did anything? What was his latest movie? Do you think he got typecasted as a goopy metal boy? He's like
You know what? That is exactly what happened to him.
What was his name? What's his name?
Okay, his name is Robert Patrick.
He's like, hey, Mr. Patrick, hey, we have a role for you. He's like, you have a role for me? Yeah, you're playing Gallium in a children's show. You're playing Gallium in a children's show. He's like, oh, another one? Yeah. He's like,
it's like, oh, we just found a perfect role in an animated kids movie for you. It's actually, we're not supposed to tell you this, but it's Toy Story 4. He's like, Toy Story 4. Oh my fucking god!
holy
What are you doing?
shit.
It's actually a supporting role. A supporting role? You're joking, right? I can't believe. And it's like, you're gonna be paying the T1000.
oh shit.
Motherfucker.
And
They asked for you specifically.
and
I know they asked for me specifically.
And then in the movie, it's just slime inside of a bucket.
Right.
It's just that's metallic looking. He's like,
shit.
I fucking knew it.
All right, his latest movie.
Yeah, what's his latest movie?
Dude, this okay. Well, first of all, he's got the latest movie doesn't have a Wikipedia page for it, but it's called Zakhar Berkut. And guess who he plays?
Silverboy.
Yeah, it's T1000. No, he plays Zakhar Berkut. He's the title role.
He's the lead.
Dude, this is probably a fucking good movie.
When does that come out? When did that come out? Where can I see
That came out this year.
Brought to you in part by what? Who?
I don't know. And also, he got two movies that are in post production that are to be announced. The date, The Laundromat and Honest Thief. So he's got steady work.
Damn, steady
He's got
ass
steady work. You know.
It's like special thanks to Robert for comping his money to be a part of the movie.
Special thanks to Robert for his donation of $500,000 to make sure this movie happened and to secure himself a minor role.
Wow. Imagine making a movie and then
as the T1000's brother.
Imagine making a movie and then the producers are like, really? You don't seem like a lead role to us. You seem like more of like a kind of like side character. He's like, yeah. And he's like, I don't know, something a little bit more. And he's like, metallic. He's like, yes, metallic.
Thank you. You are good at this.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, so good. He's like, I'm pulling the money. All right, Elisha. When Rockstar first released Grand Theft Auto 4, I didn't put that down. Grand Theft Auto 4.
Okay.
They actually paid reviewers to negatively review the game in order to keep it controversial, and therefore popular. They targeted right-wing newspapers to ensure moral outrage and drive the game to success.
Okay, so you can't use Today I Learns because I read those.
That wasn't a TIL, I don't think.
You literally just read it as the Today I Learned was written, so I know that's where you got that from.
How long ago did you read that?
Like a week ago or so.
I don't know. He seems to be pretty good on that. All right. Is it a Today I Learned?
Yes, and it's true.
It's true? It's 100% fact?
Well, I don't fucking know, man. Well, because I read, because I didn't read it further into it, what I read, and I remember thinking at the time, like, that's kind of stupid. Like, what I thought it meant was, it didn't say Grand Theft Auto 4. It just said in the title Grand Theft Auto. Mm-hmm. So I thought, like, when Grand Theft Auto first came out, it was like a top-down 8-bit
Yeah,
mini
Grand
shooter.
Theft
Like
Auto
how would
1.
they like they're pay? Yeah, exactly. In 1995, they're like
And
paying people to keep it
they weren't
controversial.
worrying about children shooting up schools.
Grand Theft Auto, if it was when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, that would actually
the levels
make
are good.
sense.
Don't worry about it. Your levels are good.
All right,
Your
all right,
levels
all
are
right.
good. Turn
It's fucking loud. I need to.
Yeah, turn you down, bro. Yeah, no.
So,
So
yeah, it's true.
It is true. You were correct. So they're talking about Grand Theft Auto 4, and I got this off a website that they post facts. So it makes me believe.
So they are absolutely stealing Today I Learned, because that was word for word what was written in the Today I Learned.
I mean, the website's called Krazy-Facts.com, so I don't think that it's one guy just knowing a bunch of shit.
No.
So.
I just know this stuff. They're crazy facts, dude. How can you trust
But
crazyfacts.org?
What's interesting is that Crazy Facts lists sources of like where they get their information.
Okay.
So I doubt
That's
I
fair
doubt
enough.
that, fucking, they probably just cited Wikipedia or something. This place cited whatculture.com, which also sounds like a very reputable
Yeah,
source.
goddamn.
But, yeah, GTA 5 9 facts, which is actually a GTA 4. I don't know.
Oh, dude, it seems like you pick the tippest top of websites to get your info from.
Hey, dude, we're bottom of the barrel comedy over here. You think I'm going to invest in, like,
True.
go to the library and be like, I need some facts. And they're like, what do you need? And I'm like, crazy ones. Like, oh,
Crazy ones. Oh, shit.
They're like, yeah, come with me. They bring me to, like a fucking
It's
dusty...
it's like, sir, will you please get out of here, okay? I mean, you can look around the store, okay? What we have for sale is what's on sale, and you grab him by the collar. You're like, you motherfucker, you give me the crazy facts. He's like, okay, fine. Now that I know that you're a real customer.
He's like, get off of me. I know where the crazy facts are. I know where they are.
All right, you want crazy facts? You asked for it.
He pulls out.
But don't say I didn't warn you.
He's like, do you know the
He
secret?
goes to the back and he unlocks like a series of safes, and then he opens it. They get smaller every time.
it's like a Russian doll, but
yeah,
with saves.
and then every time, and then he gets to a tiny little lockbox, opens it up.
It's like a little pamphlet.
Yeah, here you go.
Yep.
100 crazy facts for every occasion.
It's like a children's book.
Yeah.
It's like just like Scholastic is at the top. It's just like
Here it is. Are you ready for your life to be changed forever?
yes.
It's like
No, like dust comes out. It's like you saw hazy and you're like, oh, what is it? It's like another safe. You're like, oh, shit.
It will be in just a second.
So you do that like 4 times in a row, and then on the 5th safe, you're like, hey, Deborah, do you know the code to the number 5 safe? She's like, I think I know who does. Then it follows her for like a series of events. She's like
she's rowing across an ocean.
She's rowing across the ocean.
Going
She's
to the
on a
top
plane.
of a mountain top. She dives from the plane on top of a mountain.
And she looks around and she's like, she goes up to this old wise man. She's like, the 5th safe. He's like, I haven't heard that name in a while.
The 5th safe, huh? Those are words I haven't heard in many, many years.
They're like, Marcus, we need you. I got something. He pulls out another
I'm
safe.
out of the game.
He pulls out another safe. He goes,
Right. Opens it up, pulls out a cell phone. He's like, calls his buddy, goes straight to voicemail. Well, the thing is, I can't deal without my partner, so we got to go get him first. They climb down the mountaintop, go into another boat, sail to go find his buddy. Mm-hmm. And at that point, we're looking at episode 2, so I think we need to... We need to stop writing. Stop storyboarding and start actually writing it out.
And then we need to start pre-production on this, or like production very
Right.
soon, because
this
the
is
audience.
this is pre-production.
Oh shit! Oh god. Anyways, you open it up. Get the pamphlet. He's happy about it.
Yeah. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know. It was a fact or fiction.
Something stemming off of fucking fact or fiction.
It was a Grand Theft Auto fact or fiction. Elijah, I have a would you rather that I'm gonna give you as soon as I can open up my phone.
That sounds groovy.
Oh, hold on. It's not loading. 70% of the time it's not working.
Right.
Here it is.
Do you want my Austin Powers impression? Got it. That's groovy, baby.
That's awful. Would you rather, cats take over the world, or
Dogs
robots?
take over. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That actually is that what it is. Okay. At first, like cats, obviously, robots are evil by nature.
No,
I'm not letting them.
No, not evil robots. Just robots.
Okay.
Just normal robots doing the thing, but they somehow
Cold,
through
unfeeling husks of pure logic and no emotion. That's not what we
and
need.
robots.
That's not what we need. Plus the robot. No, that's not what we need. Those robots are gonna. Listen, the problem with robots around the world is that they will not be. They will not be sensitive to human emotion.
No. what happens?
Well,
It's
cats
not,
will be sensitive
it's
to human
not-
emotion.
it's- No. As soon as this would you rather is decided, it's not like there's a huge buildup and revolution. It's just like people are accepting. Like so, over the course of time, people are like, I'd trust a robot investing my money
The
than
thing
I
is,
trust a
okay,
human, right?
right,
Then that
that's
spirals.
fine. That's
then we're
investing
like,
money.
We need
But-
we need to have a robot president makes more logical decisions. Everyone's happy about the president.
Okay.
And that president logically hires other robots to do its job. The other job's better.
Sure.
Everyone's like, woo! And then it's like a kind of like a Hitler situation
Travis,
where they start
Travis,
eradicating.
That's what I'm saying. You are going down the correct path of thinking. A robot in a robot's brain, there's logical steps. The second a robot gets to a point, he's going to leap to the next most logical leap, which eventually will be okay. Well, robots can do jobs way fucking easier, faster, and cooler than humans can. They're just gonna start fucking replacing humans till it's all robos, and then they're gonna think, this is perfect society, because they won't fucking understand why they're stupid and it doesn't matter. Dumbass fucking robots.
Or you have cats.
Goddamn robots. Okay, well, what's
Okay.
the cons of cats? 'Cause I'm thinking of pros over here.
A lot of people are allergic to it. Dude, everyone be sneezing all over
they
the
can
place.
die. They can fucking die.
The amount of sneeze.
Those fucking
all over
allergic
the-
fucks can die.
Look,
Okay,
there's snot on the floor. You think?
I am exclaiming right now.
I
am exclaiming. That's
What-
why I
what-
got my hands up in the air. I am exclaiming.
what Elijah? What can take this like edge off? Of all
The truth is,
exclamation.
I think we just need a stress reliever. You know what I found out was a good stress reliever?
Red
Caffeine.
cups. Oh.
Caffeine.
Caffeine. Where does caffeine come from? What beautiful source of caffeine would you choose to drink caffeine from or consume it?
Nothing hits the spot like an ice cold, refreshing Coca-Cola
And red cup.
with caffeine and red cup
And red cup.
and red cup.
TM. Red cup is not responsible for the Proposition 63 in California.
Oh.
It may cause birth defects. What was it saying? Cats or robots?
Yeah, I do
okay,
cats.
So initially, I was like, okay, cats, because it's obvious, right?
Right.
And this person is this is a user submitted. I just asked my
Oh.
friends. At this point, I just asked my friends like, you got a would you rather? And then they just say, yeah, I would you rather, and they send this stuff. And then of course I'm like, oh come on, you could choose something better than that. That's what happened. And then I
This is an
decided
okay
to say,
one, actually.
yeah,
I
it's
like this
pretty
one.
funny. But like, think about what would cats first if like cats were able, we accepted them over the course. They thought they were making more intelligent decisions. What decision would a cat make that's just like, you know what, that's logical to them but also to us? They get into power. They're like, first of all, let's stop with everything on the edge of counters. Okay, we've been trying to clear that shit off for years. That is dangerous. That can hurt someone.
What?
So because they like to push things off counters.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought you said edge of towners. I was like, what the fuck does that
edge
mean?
of towners. Edge of counters, guys. And then he's like, and everyone's like, you know what? Yes, this makes sense. That makes sense. Like a cop breaks in, like, hey, what's that? Like, sorry, I was drinking. Just put it on the floor. And then people start to get hardwood because you can't place things on.
Sorry, people started to get hardwood.
They started to get erect while installing hardwood in their houses.
People are getting hardwood while installing hardwood. That's so funny.
They just eliminated all ledges, so there's no such thing as a ledge. So everything in everyone's house is just kind of rolls. You know those curbs that aren't like actual curbs. They're rolling curbs. Yeah. Every edge in the world is that. And so no one can hurt themselves. Cats can climb up everything. There's no crevice themselves. It's kind of amazing.
I'd do robots.
You do robots?
No, I would do cats, obviously.
What else could we do? Oh, wait. Do you know we're late for this?
Yeah, I was looking at the time just now, and I actually wanted to do another Would You Rather. All right, fuck it.
Hey,
Maybe we won't do that one. We don't have to do it every time.
I don't know.
But I mean,
viewers and listeners, why don't you?
we have done.
Why
it
don't
every
you give
time,
us
though.
some feedback, viewers and listeners?
Every fucking once in a while. Okay, Travis, would you rather have your eyes? Your eyes. Well,
done.
Your I
hate them.
Done.
I fucking hate my eyes.
No. Your eyes are now animals, and they work exactly the same as your eyes, except that they're alive, and so they can. So the only real difference is that you don't have control of them. They can look around wherever they want, and so they'll sleep a lot and they'll look wherever. So basically, you
So
have
my
to
eyes
you have to
and my
wrangle them.
lids.
You have to keep wrangling them in to do if you ever need to use them, you have to convince them somehow or
I have to
bribe
hold
them.
I have to hold up like a shiny light for them to notice it and be like, look over here. I need to see what's over
Yeah.
here.
Or
And then they're
you can give them you can offer to give them treats if they do the things you want.
it's like eye drops with sugar in it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, ah!
Okay. Or the exact same notion applies to your ass and dick.
So what my ass is just like, I want to open. you
Right.
know?
So the eyes are much more actually convenient, but so your dick and your asshole. Yes.
So
First of all,
both
both of them can open.
They
at
embody
any
the
time.
properties of of the thing they are, right? So like,
Yeah,
if
when
they're
you-
only an asshole, they can just exist and maybe open and close and contract. That's like the extent of
Correct.
its
Well,
properties.
I think
It can't like yell for help, right? I guess I can fart, but then if I don't push it out, right?
yes, but everything that you can control with your asshole will now do by itself.
Oh shit. That includes shitting. What if I'm like on the toilet? Like, sorry, I got to wrangle one out. They're like, "Oh, nice euphemism." I'm like, no,
no,
it's
I
not.
literally have to.
I have to
I have
wrangle
to
it.
physically throw a lasso inside my asshole and wrangle the poop out.
Yeah, fucking. He's an asshole. You know?
And your dick as well.
And my.
I guess your balls also
Does-
apply. So your balls,
So-
I guess.
I could just
I don't
imagine
know.
if I got in a fight with my dick one night, and then, like we're on bad terms, right? And then like as soon as I'm about to like enter a girl, it goes it like turns to the left, it goes to the right, it goes up.
like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Avoiding the
It's
vagina.
like no. I'm like, dude, come on,
Yeah.
dude. This look how hard this chick is. She's like, you were mad at me.
And then it just finishes for you instantly.
And then it's like,
all over.
it's like, I'm sorry. Are you really sorry? Because last time you said you were sorry, you weren't sorry. I'm like, okay, I'm not really sorry. Achoo! And it just like comes everywhere. She's like, oh, what happened? I'm like,
and the next time you're like, okay, it's gonna work fine, and then you enter her, and then it comes instantly inside of her.
Like,
It's like now you're gonna be a dad, bitch. Don't fuck with me.
don't fuck with me.
And
It's
then
like-
that's when you realize your dick is crazy. It's psychopathic. It's ready to fucking ruin your life.
I should have noticed the red flags before the would you rather. No, I have this thing attached to me. Do you know what the red flags are now?
What?
Mostly gonorrhea in the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been taking antibiotics to get rid of it. You know what hasn't been happening?
No.
The drugs. The drugs aren't helping. So
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about going to the clinic.
Yeah, I figure.
It's a gay bar.
Oh.
It's where a lot of people talk about their diseases. They have a Diseases Anonymous. Surprisingly,
The
there's
clinic. What's
not
it-
a lot of gay people there when during the meeting. So they're like the cleanest ones. It's all
Are there gay people at the bar?
yeah, no,
it's a gay bar, but only straight people come.
no, it's a gay bar. There's a lot of gay people there, but at the seminar, there's only straight people.
Why is that?
That's my question. When I walked in, I was like, dude, why is there only straight people in this? I thought it was a gay bar. They're like, oh, the gay people don't have sex, and I was like, that makes sense.
Gay people don't have sex?
No, yeah. So it's totally like a platonic relationship. That's like when you say you're gay.
Oh,
You're like-
think, you know what? I think all this animosity is
Yeah.
just a big misunderstanding.
And I finally just
'Cause
asked a gay, and then
gay?
yeah, and they pretty much just said, dude, we don't have sex. That's disgusting. I'm like, oh, is that what gay means? And then they're like, so it's just so. I mean, I was thinking about it, and like, I think we're gay. I think me and you together are gay.
Yeah,
we're
well,
gay
now
people.
that this new definition is made clear to me, it actually means.
They said I would if like you know you're gay, right? I'm like, dude, am I gay? He's like, you know you're gay if you really want to enter someone's heart. And I'm like, I want to enter Elijah's heart.
Can you call up that friend right now? I'd like to speak to him.
Yeah.
Just call up your gay friend and.
You want to speak to him?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Are you Travis's gay friend?
Travis.
Travis Flesher?
Soft nipples, Travis?
Yes, very
Oh,
soft nipples.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, very soft nipples, Travis, or just soft nipples, Travis?
Um,
no, okay. Anyway,
That seems like something I would be saying, but yeah, very soft nipples, Travis.
right.
Such
So
a nice guy. How is he?
He's a good. So he.
Hey, does he have his gonorrhea cleaned up? I kind of overheard
absolutely
the meeting.
not even a little bit.
Not even.
So he was just telling me how you're gay. Your partner Dave, is it?
Davidson.
Your partner Davidson. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Your partner Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying you guys don't. You're gay, right? Together.
Yeah, definitely gay. Full on hetero gay.
Homo
Homo gay. Sorry, I make the mistake.
There
sometimes.
you go. So you guys don't have sex or anything, right?
We have sex in different ways.
Like, so you guys do have sex.
Yeah, we have sex spiritually.
Okay, but you don't have any physical sex.
Oh, it's very physical. It's just we just don't. It's very spiritually, physically.
It's very physical.
It's very
but it's
physical.
not.
Yeah,
but so it's spiritual.
Like, do you not? Okay,
It's sort of like a spiritual physicality.
do you not know what gay? Wait, do you know Travis? Did Travis tell you the story? A lot of people are very.
I gotta go. Click.
A lot of people are questioning me. Yeah, no, gay people don't have sex. That's the end of the bit because like you tell someone like other gay people.
Someone off camera,
Um,
off mic for fun.
It's almost like if it was like a video, it'd have a split down the middle, and then you go away, but then it's left with some random character,
Right.
And then he's like, no, gay people don't have sex. I'm like, really? Then
So was microphone? Is mic short for microphone?
Mike M-I-C is short for microphone. Yeah.
No, I mean like the name Mike Mike. Is that short for microphone?
No, it's actually for Michaelius.
Oh, Michaelius. Is that?
Yeah. Bike
that-
is short
that's
for
French.
Bike is short for Bikel.
Bikel. And kike. No.
Oh,
Keikel.
hold on. Let me finish that one. And kike is short for Keikel. There you go, everyone. See, that's not racist.
So you can cut my part out and just leave your part
I'm definitely leaving your part in.
I can't say those words.
You can if you're Jewish.
I'm not.
Praise Allah.
There it
You're
is.
Jewish now.
Oh, you used your Jew power to make me
Yeah.
Jewish?
Yeah, I just poured some Jewish holy water on you, which I bought at the store, very cheap.
Albertsons.
Albertsons. It's discount.
$3.49.
It's clearance water. Who would have guessed that
Who
water
would've
could be on
guessed?
clearance? Water could be on clearance.
It's like it's like I was about to say papal, even though you're Jewish.
Oh,
Papal holy water. It's got a picture of the Pope with the water like, ching. I bless every bottle. That's the theme song. That's the theme theme phrase.
does it make you uncomfortable when I stare at you, Elijah?
You got really serious there.
I can see the sweat on your eyeballs.
I'm not sweating.
Sorry, you crying?
No.
Oh,
I wish I could figure out this music. Is it like castle sieging music?
that's in my head. I
Or
just
is it
imagine a
like-
giant grass field
or
and then a castle and
right.
somebody standing at top, looking with like binoculars.
Yeah,
They're like,
exactly.
Sir,
They're
sir,
coming.
Sir. He's like tripping. He's like, sir, move out of my way, move out of my way, sir. Then you're the king. You're the king. Sir. Yeah.
What is it, Jeffries? Again with this nonsense.
Your Amazon package is arriving.
My God. Open the gates.
Okay.
And then it'd be like, "Bwah, bwah, bwah." It's slowing down now, but it's supposed to be speeding up at this climactic part of the
Hold
story.
on, let me just skip to it.
This one doesn't really.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Get crazy.
It's gonna get crazy again. It's like okay, hold on. It's gonna get crazy. I'm running. I'm still running.
There.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Let the Amazon
Oh my
guy
God.
come in! Let the Amazon guy come in! Hurry up! He's almost here! He's almost here! Oh! Oh, do you know what?
Yeah, can you sign here?
No, he kind of. Yeah, okay.
He's actually slow. He's walking.
He's like okay. No, he's like, what is that? Oh, he's gonna be here in an hour.
Probably. These are high-powered binoculars.
Dude, new science shit? Glass? Oh fuck, dude.
Glass is fucking crazy.
Well, I guess we could just keep the doors open. Oh, what's that? Another package? Looks like a horse. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Dumb
Bring
fuck.
it in. Like, bring it in. Open up the package too. Idiots.
Dumb fucks. That's the Trojan horse, you idiots.
What if the Trojan horse didn't exist?
Well, the Trojan horse didn't exist.
It never existed. It's a fake. It's a fake.
No,
tale?
yeah, it's part of a story.
Is it for real?
Yeah, it didn't actually happen.
I
Well, okay,
feel like I
it's
learned
actually
it-
debated that it is. It's debated that, like, it's from a story, but it's been debated whether it actually did happen in
feel-
history or not.
I mean,
but
it
I don't
just-
think it did.
how do you
how,
reel in-
especially not how it was.
I mean,
Like,
I
said
people
it
can
happened.
assume if there's no visible entrance to the inside of the body that they would just say this is a random sculpture someone left on a doorstep that
Yeah,
no
well,
one saw roll over.
No, it's like the Eiffel Tower was a gift from. I mean, I'm such a fucking retard. The
Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France, right?
Mhm.
Same thing. It was basically saying like,
And then
oh,
they-
we're offering you pieces of peace offering.
And the one in
We're
Vegas
cool-
was
we're
also
cool
from
now.
France, but later.
The,
But smaller.
the Eiffel Tower. Oh, you mean the Statue of Liberty?
Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
They made two.
They made two.
They made one way later.
They made a model and they just kept that one for reference. They're like, do you think we'll ever make another one? They're like, nah, we can sell it. And then they sold it to Vegas. Vegas is like, dude, we got the Statue of Liberty.
Nice.
People are gonna come to us to see the Statue of
Dude,
Liberty.
New York sold us the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, bro, dude.
Bro.
Same thing with the Eiffel Tower, but that was a really wishy-washy situation there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? What happened with the whole transaction when France was like, you can have the small Eiffel Tower, but what was it forbidden?
I believe what it happened was the PM of France, the Prime Minister of France,
Yeah.
was talking to the Prime Minister of Las Vegas.
Oh wow.
And he said,
Who you voting for?
what he said was, oh, I'm voting for Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Dave.
Vegas. Yeah, Dave's
Yes,
alright.
Davis.
All right. Yeah,
Davis Johnson.
Davis Johnson.
Yeah. No. Oh, you thought I meant Davis Erickson. God, no.
No.
God, that guy's a psycho. No, Davis Johnson.
He did kill 3 babies.
The right choice for Davis Johnson. I know, but it was
What's
self-defense.
weird is that people accepted it, and he just was hired at an abortion clinic, and he was okay with it. He just loved killing those babies.
We like your potential. Trying to hire you. God. Abortions are basically. By the way, controversial opinion. Abortions are baby killing facilities, and
Abortions
and
are
a woman
the
should
facilities
and
of
women shouldn't have the rights to her body.
Honestly, if they can control when they bleed, then they shouldn't have a right for when they kill something inside of them. Do you know there's
Hey,
millions,
control your bleeding. Then you can kill babies.
yeah, control your blood. All right,
Baby killers.
Look, I control my blood. I'm pumping it to my heart right now.
All right, controversial opinion. All women are baby killers.
I mean, even the ones who don't try sometimes kill their own babies.
They kill them.
Murder them dead.
They kill them.
They murder them dead.
The babies who get out alive are lucky.
Yeah.
They barely made it.
Dude, you and I included.
Barely.
Barely.
We just barely made it.
Do you remember?
We just barely made it. That's what I think I was trying to say.
Just barely made it.
Yeah.
I mean, women, they're all right? Because we kind of need them a little bit.
No, I think actually doctors created a way for created a way for men to get themselves pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like the Arnold Schwarzenegger?
You mean the movie?
Like, what was it like?
Dude, 90s movies were just like 90s comedy movies. It was just like a decade of smoking crack and coming up with these fucking ideas for movies.
It's Hollywood is like, oh fuck, what do they want? God, we have no idea.
God, what do the people want? And Arnold Schwarzenegger comes in and he had just had a big breakfast, so he had a giant belly.
He's like, and after filming the Terminator, he's like, I'm back, and they're like, yay! He's like, and with all of his star potential, he's like, I have some ideas, and he's a robot, whatever. And then he's like, I have some ideas. They're like, T-1000, I love you. Not T-1000. What was the Terminator? T-153
800.
And then they're like, of course, Mr. Arnold. I don't care what your past was. We're gonna make you a baby. He's like, I want baby, and he's like, that's his Austrian accent. This once.
Can you run that by me one more time?
No.
The Austrian accent.
I'll be back. See, I did it almost perfect.
That was amazing.
Elijah, listen. You played the outro music a little too early.
I did.
You did, and we're only 40 minutes in. We have a 45-minute quota. All right.
Are we really only 40 minutes in?
Yeah, dude.
How is that possible? God. I thought we started way earlier than this.
I started recording a while earlier, which I'm going to delete.
I guess that's true.
We didn't start the podcast.
I guess that's true.
Maybe
that's why the time feels strange.
Do you count you entering the door starting the podcast?
No, it felt like
Wait,
I don't know.
So are you saying that as soon as we sit down, that's when the content's... Have you heard any of our...
Are you dumbass, dude? Are you eating stupid pills?
When was the last time you listened to our podcast?
So you're saying I do think the second I enter your home, there's mics on me recording.
There's mics everywhere, cameras. You think I switch it's an entire
That's
production.
why I thought our podcast was going to be so boring, because it was just like me talking to you as I come in your house for most of it. And then we sit down, have this weird thing we do, and then...
Yeah. It's usually just...
I thought all this rigging and stuff was like you were monitoring me for some experiment.
Yeah.
The
headphones are monitoring your blood pressure, and I have something to tell you.
The mic is monitoring my breathing.
Your breathing.
And then guess we'll just have to keep playing this for the extra 10 minutes or so. We gotta...
No, okay.
Why wouldn't it? What the fuck is wrong with this thing, dude?
Elijah?
$40. $40 fucking dollars.
That's the... Okay, he's complaining about... He pressed the button on my iPad 2, which was made in 2011.
Okay, it's not the iPad. That's not... Well, okay, it probably is.
Yeah. This is the iPad.
But it's definitely the app.
It's... You know what? It definitely is the app. Elijah? I'd like to thank you for listening to this podcast.
Ooh, the court jester.
Yes. Oh, yes, the end of the podcast.
Please dance for my pleasure.
Oh, I'm dancing. My little scallywags are dancing next to me.
What? My little scallywags?
Oh, look at them go.
That's pirate speak. Also, why would this jester sound exactly the same as the king? They're brothers.
Oh, look.
Dance for me, Bertram. Dance for me.
I love you, brother. Look at me dance. I'm dancing with my
Dude, humans are the most disgusting, fucked up motherfuckers around. Are you joking? The kings just used to have people who would just dance around for them and shit and tell jokes.
I'm dancing for you, brother.
But I know that's probably not actually the reality, but like how it's portrayed in the media is that there was a fucking fool. They would call him a fool or a jester or a joker who would just parade around the fucking chamber, the fucking king's chamber, and dance around and make jokes.
Dude, put yourself in a situation. You're rolling a kingdom.
Treat them like shit.
What the fuck? They don't have Netflix. They don't have Hulu.
Okay. That's
fine.
Got shit. They could go out to a show. No, it's fine. They can
They
have
can go
a
out to
gesture.
the show.
No. They can have a gesture that comes and gives them a show. But how the media portrays it is that the king is like,
yes, dance for me.
Yes. Dance, fool. Try to entertain me. And then if he fails, he gets executed. That's how the TV shows show it.
It's like no. Hold on. It's like Oh, yes, brother. I'm dancing for you. I am unimpressed. No, look, I'm dancing very fancy, like the way you exactly like.
You're losing my attention.
Oh, look, bring the scallywags in. Bring the scallywags. Bring the fucking scallywags.
Bring the scallywags in.
We need the scallywags. Look at them dance.
But you said don't bring in the scallywags until
Bring
actual.
the fucking scallywags. Ah! And then look at the scallywags. You like the scallywags, brother? You like the scallywags?
The scallywags scare me. I'm getting scared.
Take the fucking scallywags in. Punt one.
Punts one. Fuck.
Oh, no more scallywags. No more scallywags. You'll be safe. Oh, you'll be safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe.
that trap door.
The trap door.
All right, now you just keep being that guy, and I'll be the 20-foot monster you have to fight. Yeah.
Hey, no, stop.
By the way, there's a glowing sword behind me that's stuck in a rock.
Do you like dances?
Dances?
You like the dances?
Dance for me, fool.
I'm dancing. Bring in the sky. Oh shit, my main event's gone. Oh no. You like this?
No
dance move?
scallywags.
No scallywags.
Okay, let's fucking.
Okay, that's wow. Okay, that brought us to exactly 45 minutes. Crazy.
Wow. I really wasn't. I like that feels so rude to try to. Oh God, like I'm done.
No.
I thought like I literally
Hey.
thought we'd been here for like an hour.
Elijah, I'll let you know when the show's over, because guess who has the time code and the iPad?
I was just
Me. Elijah, you overstepped.
Okay.
You overstepped today.
Just figuring it out.
You need to really evaluate what your role is in this podcast. And
Okay,
and
I know. I'm really sorry.
who touches the iPad? Travis touches the iPad.
Only you. Only Travis.
Who has the laptop recording the audio
Travis
and
does.
could instantly delete it whenever he wants?
Travis.
Travis does. Who manages the website at which they can go to?
I would like to
Shack-
thank everyone for listening to our podcast. I've been Travis Flesher, and that's Elijah Martin. And if you'd like to follow either of us, you can follow me at Travis Flesher or Elijah at Elijah Joseph M. That's Joseph with an F.
And who manages the Collision Shack Twitter account at Collision Shack on Twitter?
And Instagram
Travis
and Facebook
does.
and YouTube.
Travis does all that. Who manages CollisionShack.com/message where the viewers can and listeners can go submit would you rather's comments or anything else? Travis does.
I suppose.
Yeah. And you know who runs their own patron for a person to donate their money?
Lots of people.
No, me. I do that. I do that.
Lots of people. Yeah.
But who manages?
No.
Who
Not lots of people.
No.
Me.
Me. I manage the Collision Shack Patreon.
Also rate us on iTunes, please.
And who manages the? No, I don't do that much.
Yeah, that's not you.
don't
Thank
do
you so much to Dave Shumka and the Screaming Eagles for the use of our theme song. Do. That's this theme song right here. Thank you so much. This is truly beautiful work, Dave. Anyway, thank you to Dave Shumka and the Screaming Eagles for the use of our theme song. Do.
It sounds really good.
Which is actually right here.
Which is, no. Hey, Elijah.
What?
Witness me doing my job on this podcast.
Okay. Fucking destroyed. Just destroyed.
Elijah?
Just destroyed.
Do you enjoy?
Just try to do.
Do you enjoy your fingers? Do you enjoy having them attached to you? Guess
These
what?
things ain't doing me no favors.
I bet they aren't.
You think you're gonna get me with that gambit, you stupid motherfucker? I told him, shut that shit down. And so he flipped the switch, and the sex robot turned off. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Collision Corner. This is a secret little corner within our shack where you'll find me and Trav talking about shooting the shit, talking about a bunch of different stuff.
I feel like today's podcast was actually kind of more of a just kind of like we didn't do much.
It felt very weird.
I think
we laughed a lot.
I think we laughed a lot, and honestly, I think the secret to podcasting is having the other
having
person
fun.
is having
best friends. The show.
No, legitimately, I was listening to a kind of a boring podcast, It was with Tom Segura. I'm not saying that his podcast is boring. I just say whatever he was talking
Tom
about.
Segura is actually fucking hilarious.
No, he's funny. His stand-up is funny. But like, if I didn't know who he was, and I didn't when I was listening to this podcast because they didn't tell me, they just played it, and I'm like, this voice sounds familiar. And his co-host, what they were talking about, not funny.
Right.
Not funny. But what was funny, and I caught myself many times, is listening to the other guys laugh, and that made me smile.
Right.
And just like
positive,
it's just,
behaviors and laughter. It's very contagious.
So I was just like, I'm like, oh, they're talking about. I think they're legit talking about some I feel like they're conservatives, but they're in a liberal world, so it's kind of like they have to, hide themselves. And then, and stuff they were saying, I'm like, oh yeah, that's. I mean, I get it. And I'm like, who are these people? Why are you listening to these guys talk about like nothing in particular? And then he's like, Tom. And I'm like, Tom. Like, and then they mentioned the last name Segura. I'm like, oh, okay, Tom Segura. And I'm like, are you listening because it's his podcast? He just started. It's like on his 3rd episode. But the other guy's laugh is like the laugh of if you remember Hellbenders?
Yeah.
Those like all those people in his like group.
Yeah,
like they have like a very, very distinct kind of like a wheezy a little bit, but like a very distinct laugh. And every time he would laugh at Tom Segura's joke and vice versa, you'd be like. and then I'd be like, that wasn't funny. So
and I would be like, that wasn't funny.
It's almost like when people say, oh my god, that's so funny, and then they don't laugh. Like,
right.
Bitch, if you thought it was funny, you would have at least blew some air out of your nose, Honestly, I take that as a compliment when people blow air out of their noses when I talk to them. At least they like. You got to be really scared when someone blows air and they don't blow air out of their nose and they're just holding their breath for the long when you speak, and then they pass out, and then you stop speaking to them, and then they wake up and they're like, oh my god, you're done speaking.
Finally.
Oh man, it happens a lot actually, more than I'd like to admit. That people just.
Oh, you're done speaking?
Oh,
finally. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, like I was saying, red cups. If you ever like red cups and drinking from other objects, don't. Until you tried Red Cup, TM.
Red Cup is all I want, all I need.
I was like, for the longest time, I was looking at cups to have in the house, right? I thought clear glass cups, unbranded cups.
You fucking dumbass.
But I wanted to have, kind of like when someone walks in, they know they're in a house of brands, right? They know that couch is a Louis Vuitton couch. That dog is a German Shepherd purebred from Germany. German Shepherd. Then I'm like, oh, I'm just going to have generic crystal? Hell no. What I'm going to have is crystal meth made from the Red Cup company, which they supplied today's cups. So I thought I'd cross promote their
And Red Cup did a special promotional Coca-Cola just for me, a red Coca-Cola.
A red Coca-Cola. Usually that's not Coca-Cola Red, that's Red Cup Red. Mm-hmm. That's a different shade of red.
This is Red Cup Red. Usually they do Coca-Cola Red on the Coca-Cola cans.
I've heard like on set of like huge brands like Coke, Pepsi, Target, like they have a very pronounced color. Like even Taco Bell, like there's agents on set that's like monitoring their company's color. They have like a hexadecimal.
Oh yeah.
They're like, okay, Coca-Cola Red is FF173. They look at the monitors. They're like, are you gonna be able to make that Coca-Cola Red? They're like, is that Coca-Cola Red? Hey, we need wardrobe in here. We need deeper red. And then they're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And the same thing with Pepsi. Then what's funny is like they call it Pepsi Blue or Coca-Cola Red.
Yeah.
And Taco Bell Purple.
And certain brands or companies will actually become known for that, like Dodger Blue,
like
for the
McDonald's
Los
yellow
Angeles
and
Dodgers.
red. Yeah,
they literally have a color that's like trademarked called Dodger Blue that they fucking use for everything.
So there's at my studio we're discussing with Make-A-Wish. Oh, I'm sure that's breaking some NDA, but like Make-A-Wish. And anyways, but we got like a huge book. It's called like a branding book, and it has literally everything. Like how you're allowed to have the logo attached to the other logo, how you're allowed to format, you're not allowed to like overlay it on video, or like, it's like certain, like you have very strict rules of what you're allowed to do with this logo and the colors. They give you all the colors, and they have a section called Make-A-Wish colors, and then this like Make-A-Wish color. Blue, and it's like a certain like, and it gives like
a
half of the page is just that color, just so you can really absorb it.
Jesus Christ!
And so you can just be like, yes, that's the color, and then they have like secondary color, complementary colors.
That's crazy.
And then it's like a book of 109 pages.
People take that shit seriously.
I want to be that guy who writes that. It's just like a template. They leave in like they grab it from McDonald's and they leave McDonald's like stuff in at the end. Register trademark McDonald's Inc.
Fucking template. Jesus.
So like,
why does this say McDonald's blue? Oh, I'm sorry. That's supposed to say. Let me just erase that.
he's like Control F McDonald's / and then he replaced with Make-A-Wish. Enter. Except they misspelled McDonald's once, and then
and so left it in there.
left it in. They're like McDonald.
McDonald. McDonald. Fuck.
That happens though. It's
It does
that was an Office reference.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, when
Dwicked.
do it.
Leaving one dwicked.
What are you doing on your computer? What's so fancy on your computer you're doing right now?
My would you rather's.
Oh, you have access to your would you rather's. Wait, how do you have access to your would you rather's? Don't you write that in Notepad?
Notes.
Yeah, but how are you accessing it on your computer?
iCloud.com.
Oh shit, you can do that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how I don't save my photos to iCloud?
Pretty solid stuff, right?
Because half of the photos are just screenshots and things that I download off the internet.
No, I know. Me too.
That's what I don't get. Like people are like, "Oh, save all your personal photos." I'm like, 90% of my photos aren't of anything.
Screenshots, yeah.
Are just screenshots, garbage, stuff that I just need like momentarily to copy and paste.
Oh my god, that is the worst
Like-
fucking shit in the world. They need to start getting better at deleting that shit.
Or like they should just separate photos taken and then screenshots and images downloaded in iPhone, and that honestly. My
That would
photos,
solve so
my
many
photos
problems.
taken would be like 100, and then like other photos 1,000.
Seriously, that is. I have like 1,300 photos on my camera right now. I guarantee maybe 100, maybe 100.
Have you
are, like,
ever
normal photos.
have you ever gone to the video section of your camera roll, just like to filter all the
Yes.
footage, and then just scroll as high as you can? You're like, shit, I have some
What
like
the fuck is
because
this
you don't.
old ass stinky
Old-
video on my camera roll?
Of course, it's like some.
stinking up the whole place. It's fucking old crusty video.
It's like hi, It's like you in front of the camera.
To blow it off.
It's like you in front of the camera. You're like, this is when you were like experimenting, masturbating in front of the camera, and you didn't really know what to do with it. And then you were just like, hey guys,
Pardon?
It's you didn't go through that phase.
That phase of
You didn't go-
you know what? That phase passed me by. That one went right over my.
Oh.
I missed that one.
Yeah, it definitely hit me right in the dick a lot. So I mean, did I know I was making child porn at the time? No.
Yes. Was it selling it though? Yes.
Yes. And did the fact that me not knowing it make me more horny? You betcha. And you might be asking yourself, did me not knowing that I was recording child porn, could I have known that I was not knowing it? Yes.
I know.
Because there was like my friends in the room too, and they were up with it. They're like, dude, this is child porn. I'm like, shut up, Dad.
Jesus Christ, Travis. Dude, you know what's depressing though? Actually, just reading, like, not reading the fucking crazy news stories that
Sorry,
come out.
it's
of
actually
shit.
Uncle.
Not the, none of that shit, but just reading like I don't remember. It was some sort of random Reddit post where the story somehow was relevant, and he was basically just telling the story if he worked at some sort of. It wasn't a free clinic, like a fully medical free clinic, but it also
Like a
wasn't
quick care? Like
something like that. Cause they just dealt with like people who were despondent and needed help. I guess just
A
in
hospice?
life. Yeah, hospice. I
like
guess would be kind
like
of
as a building, or they go to your house.
no. Yeah, it's a building.
Okay, yeah, it's a hospice, I guess.
Yeah, and so he saw also, I think it was in Asia somewhere, he saw all sorts of different fucking characters, people who, like, drug users who've been hooked for, like, their whole entire lives.
Halfway house?
And they, like, not quite a halfway house, I don't think, but
What is a halfway house?
halfway house, I believe, is...
For recovering addicts, right?
Well, it's for recovering addicts and for, like, people coming out of prison.
Yeah, okay.
They also stay in halfway houses if they don't have somewhere to stay and stuff. But anyway... So I mean, there's not really any one point, but like he was like I'd see like there's like this 8-year-old girl who would literally try to come and have sex with me because that's all she's ever known her whole life.
Oh my god,
I know.
that's super.
Like
depressing.
she was like she'd try to like expose herself to me and shit, and like show me her body because she was trying to sell herself because that's literally what her parents,
I mean,
or
think
her
about
dad or whatever raised her. Like that's all she's ever known her life. That is what she's supposed to do. Isn't that so fucking retardedly fucked?
Nothing Elijah says on this podcast represents the feeling of what Collision Shack Inc. has of anything. Okay.
That's why this is a
Yeah, it's an after podcast.
podcast.
You pay for our very internal thoughts.
exact. It's like what the fuck, dude?
Honestly, that's scary.
What the fucking fuck is that?
And what's funny is like it's hard to imagine that someone could be so deluded, but since she was born, she's known nothing but that.
Right.
Like it's almost like when you say hello to someone on the street, it's like that's what her version of hello is. Taking
trying
off her
to sell
pants.
herself to men.
Yeah. But
Like-
what's
like-
sad
like-
is that she's kind of good at it. That's kidding.
Jesus Christ, Travis.
She's a good salesman. What can I say? What am I supposed to say? No?
I was actually a little intrigued. What am I supposed to say? No.
She's
I'm
a
not
cute
trying to be
little girl.
I'm not trying to be rude to a little girl.
And she's like, you say no, and she
Jesus
starts crying.
Travis, Jesus.
She starts crying. She's like,
Oh my God.
No,
Like,
no, no.
okay.
I'll do
Okay,
it.
no more with this joke. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, I wish
God
her
damn
parents were dead. I hope her parents are dead.
Okay,
I
I
hope
know,
her
seriously.
parents
Like,
get-
what the fuck is...
I hope her parents die.
Like what makes that so shocking is that it's not only that, okay, like it'd be bad enough if she just was like a sex slave until then or whatever, but it's like that, like she's like, that's literally all she's ever known, that like, oh, I see a man, I need to go sell myself to that guy. Like, what the fuck?
But what's worse is that it's not like, it's kind of weird to think about it. But she's not in, like, was this in a developing country or in the United States?
I don't know. No, it was in Asia, somewhere in Asia, I believe.
Okay, well, in my head, okay,
Asians don't matter, and it only matters
Asians-
if it's a white person.
Asians? Let's move on. Okay. Oh no, it's just like, what if, like, I bet she, like, at her house or whatever, that where her parents would do this, she had like a normal life up until the point where she would sell herself to sex. She would watch cartoons, eat Cocoa Puffs. She'd be like, "Oh, Mom, what do you like?" She's like, "Oh, I gotta make sure you do this." And then all of a sudden,
they just didn't give a flying fuck about her.
Oh, Johnny's come over. He's like, "Oh, I love Johnny," and Johnny loves you. And then she just does that, and that's her normal. She goes to school. She's like, "Hey, don't you love when guys come over?" And
No, I don't think her parents were even giving her those basic necessities, like
She's
going
like-
to school. Or,
she was like strapped,
you know.
like forced to be in her bedroom until she's ready to come out and
Dude,
feed.
I don't know.
And feed.
I don't know. And feed, God. But anyway, yeah, like,
Halfway houses in Asia, I'm sure, are really bad.
yeah. Well, I mean, you can't just say in Asia. There's such a vast land with so many different, varying economic countries, levels of countries.
I bet halfway houses anywhere but United States is pretty bad.
Yeah, halfway houses in the United States, luxury,
Dude,
paradise.
Did I talk about, like, the fact that there's such thing as, like, gambling prison and corporate prison?
No, but I mean,
I think I did on the after podcast, but let me just reiterate. There's a prison specifically designed for white people, not white people, but it's mostly white people because of the type of crime, I guess. It's like if you
white collar crime?
Yeah, it's like white collar. If you embezzle, like, or like,
Yeah,
you
white
see,
collar
like,
crime.
gamble, they're like, oh yeah, and a lot of times people go there because they write out the other team, which is such a white person thing to do, right? And then
Jesus Christ, Travis, do you have any hatred for your own race?
white people? No, but like non-Jew white people?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. They're barely even white people.
The whiteys? Oh, God, I hate whiteys. I hate them. The whites.
What are Jewish people? Off-white.
No, they have like a tinged white.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Dirty white.
it's dirty.
It's like smoker's windows white.
It's smoker.
Smoker's walls white.
If you rub one of them, the true whiteness comes through, but people don't like to rub
Jesus
them.
Christ.
It's almost like when you rub Buddha on the tummy or the head. You know, you get good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Rub a Jew on their nose, you get 7 years of financial freedom.
Financial freedom.
What was my point? Oh, like they go there. It's like going into a house, a huge compound with just the front door locked. You're like, hey guys, can't leave.
Yeah, I know.
Here's your bed.
Dude,
That's what you eat.
I mean, what did we expect to happen when we made the most important thing in the world?
Money.
Dollars.
Oh.
Money. I wonder what we thought would happen.
We should pull a Rick and
If
Morty.
you have a lot of the money, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, I mean that in a great way, it encourages a lot of good things. But then in a
That's
worse
I
way,
was literally just talking about this, I think, with my mom or someone, and I was like, yeah, even though there's so many fucking fucked up problems that money causes, it still solves more problems
honestly,
than it causes.
yeah. I mean, since the advent of money and then the caste system that we've developed, so this new caste system, I'm saying like rich people being rich, poor people being poor, white collar existing, we have developed roads, infrastructure, and guess what? Most people who work are happy. I mean, they're
Wow.
just. I mean, think about it. Like in the United States, at least, I can't speak for other places, but like we've developed to the point where we can have this infrastructure. Most people can be happy and comfortable, but then
Yeah.
there's still upper level leadership / super rich roles, and then they have the middle class, and of course the poor people will never go away, no matter how hard
God,
the
I
middle class
hate you
tries.
poor people so much.
Dude, poor people
God.
they just sleep anywhere. Get a fucking house.
Lazy buns.
Yeah, get a house. Get a dumb, stupid house. Who do you hate the most? Jewish people?
Man, dead air.
Or
that cost us $3.
I've learned that listening to podcasts with dead air is not that bad. I mean, like that kind of dead air, where like thoughtful thinking.
Where
dead
it's
air.
just it really isn't actually.
It's
very different
kind of an
from radio.
ASMR.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
you can just hear the background of the room kind of go for a second.
And Tom Segura's podcast, I immediately heard that. They were like, ha ha ha. So I was saying, I'm like, like that bothered me. Like it gave me anxiety while I was hearing it. But then as soon as I heard their voice,
the
it released.
the anticipation of it.
So
yeah.
I think we should do that. We should be like, and Elijah,
Are you sure? Do you really think that we should
no,
do that?
No, I absolutely don't think we should do that. I feel like
Travis, I have something that's really important to say. I'm going to say it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're ruining it by making noises. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Should I have breathing noises instead?
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's just give them. All right, guys. Let's just give them all sounds. Just full sounds. Full sounds. Okay, here we go.
That's all right. What's Becky doing? I don't know what the fuck is Becky. Oh, great. There's no sound on unlocking your iPhone, unfortunately.
Anymore. Okay. I think we're probably ready to go.
Man, I hope they enjoyed that.
That really, really funny bit.
Well, if you're watching the video, you knew that we were actually doing stuff.
I just typed a bunch of random letters
and
sent
it to
I
your
don't
mom.
know who it was.
Some guy. What if it autocorrected to "I love you"?
Oh my god, that'd be so embarrassing for me.
Thank you for listening to Clitter Shack. Thank you so much for donating to our Patreon.
And thank you for Dave Shumkin. Thank you to Dave. And thank you to Dave Shumkin and the Screaming Eagles for the use of our theme song.
Do do. Oh,
no,
wait, no,
this is the other one.
the other one, the other song.
The other song,
I
which sounds something like this.
Oh, what? I have the control now?
No, well, I was.